We've got 16 stitches on the needle. They're knits and yarn overs. So I'm going to slide 8 of them onto my right hand needle. So if I just overlap the tapers and let the stitches come off, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's my original cast on. And slide the needles in, and it will naturally want to curl around. And if we let that curl around and rotate the 2 needles, so the yarn forming that last yarn over is on the bottom needle, keeping our yarn tail out of the way. Then as soon as I work the first stitch on this top needle, I'm going in the round and I will have locked that last yarn over into place. So I take another needle. It really helps if you use lightweight needles for this. And the first thing I'm going to do is knit that first stitch, which makes sure that last yarn over can't disappear. Now I need to bring my second yarn into play. Here's my contrast yarn. I always use the strongest of the 2 yarns for the cast on because of the gathering of the tail. And so I want to bring both yarns forward because I'm going straight into double knitting format now. And now I can purl that second stitch with my contrasting yarn, and I am using alternative rotation purling straight away. And swing them back and knit, swing them forward and purl. And once I have 4 stitches on this needle, that's a quarter of my round. Take another needle, and I've gone into my normal double knitting format, and there I just dropped one of those yarn overs off the end. So all I have to do is hook it back up, pop it on that left hand needle, and now I can purl it. It really doesn't matter how you hold your yarns at this point, whatever it takes to get the stitches on the needles. And I usually do my cast on at least one size smaller needle than I plan to knit my project on, or that I've swatched on, because this does tend to get a little bit wobbly, especially the first couple of times you do it. And so it's much easier to be able to go up a needle size a little bit later. Whereas if you started baggy, there's nothing going to fix it. So I've got half my circle of stitches on 2 needles, and I could work this third needle all onto 1 needle if I want, or onto 2. So probably for now I'm just going to stick with the putting them all on 1 needle at this time. And I'm not worried that the circle is stretching out, because I can gather it closed again with that yarn tail anytime I want. So immediately I'm into double knitting. I'm using my knits and my purls to set me up into double knitting. So there is the first round. 16 stitches divided onto 3 needles.